Today we have an exclusive access to the shooting of Albert Elbaz's very first campaign for AZ Factory. He gives us what is sadly his last filmed interview. We pay an homage to Albert Elbaz, the great master of fashion, with the very best of his Lanvin years. Hello, I'm Loïc Prigent. You can subscribe to my channel if you want to see fashion. And yes, you can leave rose emojis in the comments.
Albert?
How are you, Loïc?
I'm very good, very happy to be here.
I knew you would be liking to be here.
We are in 2021, outside Paris, for the mega-awaited shoot of Albert Elbaz's big comeback, his new label called AZ Factory. We are the only camera crew allowed. We had to do a test for COVID-19 and wear not one but two masks. Sadly, this will be Albert Elbaz's last video interview. He explains the concept of the brand from scratch.
How do you pronounce the name of the brand?
If you're American, AZ Factory, and if you're French, AZ Factory.
I can say AZ Factory?
Bien sûr. AZ is the first and the last letter of my name.
The luxury group Richemont is backing AZ Factory, so this is a big launch and a big shoot. Albert Elbaz tells me how he thought about everything. Of course, it's a fun interview and full of Albert Elbaz classic fashion aphorisms, the Albert Elbaz one-liners.
We thought it would be interesting to take it from fashion show to show fashion. We have the models talk because I wanted to hear their voices. I thought it's time to hear women's voices. I wanted to make sure that they don't disappear off the dresses. And my first group of clothes that you will see now, this is what we're shooting, is the black dress. You know, our company is AZ Factory. So I started from A, and I took the most iconic piece of every woman's wardrobe, which is the black dress. But I didn't want to do it in velour. I was looking for a purpose. And what I wanted to do is a dress that is almost anatomical. I wanted to release the skirt so you can run and dance. And I went to a factory that is doing microfiber nylon microfiber that they use for activewear, you know, for sports,
Okay.
but also for underwear. I wanted to take it and to make it almost couture. So we took it to another startup in Amsterdam and we made it into brocade and piqué and faille, and it's all microfiber nylon. And the whole idea was to take it from super tech to super chic. Unwrinkable, it's breathable. You know, if you sit and you do like this, all the wrinkles go.
Nice.
So,
How expensive will it be?
you know what? That was another issue because I thought we're living in a time that we need to look at things. So our prices goes from 200 euro all the way to like maybe 1300. So I
D'accord.
made it very democratic.
So it's very reasonable.
And that's what happened when you take time, Loïc. You have to take time to make things right, because I think one of the issues that we always have, all of us in fashion, that it's so like fast, that nobody has the time to digest the project, to work on it, and it's like, boom, shoot, go. And then I took all this bone, you know, the corset, and I said instead of pushing your boobs all the way to the eyes, I put them in the back. So it was almost like to create an orthopedic dress. But then we started the fashion, then we did the one shoulder, we did the whole fantasy. But it started with the whole idea of purpose, technology, and then we went into the fashion part. But we didn't start with, let's look for a muse. It was about a need that you ask people. So that was one thing. So I did this body legging and hoodies and all these Duchesse pieces. So I worked with artists and they did print of hugs and kiss and dance and love story. And we put it on the pyjama. And I call it AZ Lazy and AZ Crazy.
C'est pas mal.
We did like a whole story of home shopping, but it's home shopping of sneakers.
Are you doing sneakers?
I did sneakers, yeah.
Nice.
But a lot of women told me, oh, j'adore les escarpins, c'est magnifique, tellement confortable. So I did a sneaker with a point, and the people from marketing call it pointy sneak, and I call it sneaky pump.
Pas mal.
And here we did a beautiful story about our jewelry.
Ah, you have jewelry?
Not a lot.
Oh, but you have.
Yeah, we do. We do everything a little.
Ah bon?
What?
Ah d'accord. So what is this?
This I wanted to do like a story, like a Hitchcock movie about women wearing this diamond. You know, I love diamond. So I did like a big necklace that says AZ Factory, but all in diamond. And they were like, nobody will know it's not diamond.
I've been filming Albert Elbaz since his first fashion show in Paris. It was for the house of Guy Laroche in the Opéra Bastille, a super fresh collection I still love to this day. A woman coming from the Swiss mountains as she went there for some casual plastic surgery. Yes, that was his pitch for that season. Albert Elbaz then went to Yves Saint Laurent, big deal, 1999, Stella Tennant, Kirsten Owens and Gisèle Bündchen working for him. Albert Elbaz doing a very Albert Elbaz Saint Laurent with pink bouffant sleeves. Catherine Deneuve first row next to Eddie Slimane. The Albert Elbaz at Yves Saint Laurent era is short. He gets kicked out by Tom Ford, who buys the brand and wants to design there. Albert Elbaz goes through a career low and then gets the Lanvin job in 2002. A job he will excel at, helped by the over-the-top ateliers of Lanvin. Carly closed in Lanvin by Albert Elbaz, the world was obsessed. And of course he also learned his color palette at Saint Laurent. His Lanvin jewelry was designed by Ellie Top, with humor, like when this necklace read "Help" and then "Love" and "Hot." "Help!" screams the Real Housewife. His Lanvin was full of illusions, like when he put Cara in her first outfit, the color of her skin, and then a classic black dress. Got it? The Albert Elbaz Lanvin fashion shows were big affairs of 50 rows set on a black backdrop with lights by Villa Eugénie. Lavish dresses with lots of fabric. J'ai pris le rouleau de tissu et j'ai fait ça. Dresses that were your new best friend. Super constructed dresses. Cocktail dresses for the crayon. Dresses which seemed personal, quietly erotic. The dress that looked like it was unraveling, about to collapse, but of course a masterpiece of construction. Ultimate black dress or stabilo dress. Lots of satin duchesse, lots of silks, lots of mousseline flying in the air, lots of visible stitchings, lots of pleats that looked froissés. Volume on the shoulders, one shoulder numbers, balloon sleeves for a South American bourgeoise, lots of effiloché, lots of bows, lots of pearls, opulence, decadence, and doom like those insects printed all over. Wearable at the first degree or at the second degree. If it's not wearable, it's not fashion, he would say. Bonbon dresses for a woman who has read too much Thomas Mann. Easy dresses, even if you had an extra slice of cake with a bit of crème chantilly. Dresses that felt like they had soul. The American buyers drooling, the press drooling. Albert Elbaz got ovations, huge ovations. They would cut the music so we could enjoy the roar at the end of the show. He would appear with bow ties and women would cheer him until 2015 when Lanvin fired him abruptly du jour au lendemain. Suddenly Albert Elbaz did not get his finales, so he gave speeches, came to be a judge at fashion schools. That's why in January 2021 it's super exciting news that Albert Elbaz is coming back with AZ Factory.
I thought it would be important to go back and to change something in the way I work, to change something in the way we do things. I needed to take some time to fall in love with fashion. I was always thinking that we thought that we are controlling nature, and we realize we're only part of nature, Loic. We're not stronger than any other microbe or virus. And this changed the whole philosophy, you know, of going back to less ego and more simple and smaller. And that's why I decided to go on a startup. I wanted to start small again. Maybe it's not time to laugh, Loic. It's such a hard moment, and sometimes, you know, I even ask myself, is fashion really, really important? And now I think fashion is so important because it has to uplift all of us, to inject some light to the bunker we're living in and some optimism to this world we are, and that's what we do. So I think fashion is so important and laughing is so important.
Albert Elbaz suddenly passed away on the 24th of April 2021 after a battle against COVID-19, taking the world by surprise. A great master of fashion has left us. Albert Elbaz était un homme de spectacle, il n'aimait pas son image, mais il adorait faire un bon spectacle. Comme ce soir-là à Paris, pour fêter ses 10 ans chez Lanvin, il apparaît sur scène et il se met à chanter, sachant parfaitement ce que ça allait nous faire.
When I was just a little boy, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be good? And there's what she said to me. King Sarah, Sarah, whatever will be, will be. The future is not ours to see. Qui sera, sera.